Again. Hey kids, this is Coach Doug again, and I'm here to give you probably what's going to be the easiest exercise I can think of that you've probably ever done. It doesn't require really any special equipment except maybe a mirror. It can be done in literally a second, but it might prove to be the most difficult exercise you've ever done. And what I want you to do is I want you to find a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and say, I love you. And I'm dead serious. Do this. In fact, use your name. The reason is you're going to feel silly at first, probably, like, oh, yeah, right. You know, you're not going to believe yourself, but you'll still get a rush down here. You'll feel it. And the point is if you're going to change your life, start to get physically fit, you need to change everything about your thinking. Because the reason why you're fat and out of shape, we'll say, and it's the reason why I was when I first started out, was because I was doing the things that was making me fat and out of shape. Right? And you're doing this too. So the people that are rich are rich because they do the things that make them rich. The people that are poor because they do the things that make themselves poor. And people that are fat and overweight are the ones that are there because they do the things that make themselves fat and overweight, and the people that are really fit and in great shape are the ones that are that way because they do the things that make themselves in shape. This moment in your life is the sum total of all the things that you've done that led you to here. Now, if you hate yourself because you're fat and out of shape, and even the term fat and out of shape sounds like I'm fat shaming, right? I'm not. Okay, I'm just stating this is probably what you're saying to yourself. I know that I've said the same thing to myself. Don't hate yourself for it. You should love your body. And the way you do it is you start by looking yourself in the eye and saying, I love you. I mean, when you're looking for a mate, you can't expect someone to love you unless you love yourself. And the same thing about exercising. You're going to be changing your lifestyle. You're going to be doing things differently now. You're going to be engaging in a different kind of diet. You're not going on a diet because diets are something that people do for a while and throw away. They get tired of them. You're changing a lifestyle. You're changing the way you eat. You're changing the fact that you're getting now more physical fitness every day. You're staying active at least a half an hour where you're really pushing yourself. Right? Maybe you're doing 21-day fix. Maybe you're doing T25, Focus T25. Maybe you're doing P90X3, and you're getting at least a half an hour a day exercise. Or maybe you're doing something like Insanity, which has longer workouts, or even the original P90X, where a workout could be anywhere, maybe an hour and a half, like the yoga, for example. You're changing your mentality. You're changing your outlook on life. You're going to start looking at the world in a different way. So now you need to look at yourself a different way. You need to stop hating yourself. You have to love your body. Even if you're 300 pounds and you've got rolls of fat everywhere, you need to love your body. I like to think of, I saw a TED Talk once where a physician was giving the talk, and he was talking about how he viewed fat. And many people treat obesity as an illness. And it's like treating a bruise, right? You don't treat the bruise, you treat the damaged tissue under the bruise. The bruise is a reaction to the trauma that you've sustained by injuring yourself. Well, if you think of fat that way, fat is not the disease, fat is the symptom of a greater problem. Because some people exercise and they die and they can't lose weight. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you've got other extenuating things. So it's not necessarily as clear-cut as exercise and diet, but chances are, if you exercise and diet, you'll have a better shot at losing the fat that's on your body and at getting yourself into that ripped shape that you really want. If your goal is six-pack abs like mine, well, these are the things that you're going to have to do. But you have to clear up what's in here because our mind is connected to our body. It is part of our body. It isn't separate. And people sometimes treat the mind as being separate. It isn't. It's you. So you've got to take care of your mind if you want to take care of your body. So anyway, the long story, or the long and short of it is, I want you every day, when you wake up in the morning, put your feet on the ground, walk over to the mirror, look yourself in the eye and say, I love you, and use your name, and do it every day. And this is your assignment, your first exercise. And like I said, it may prove to be one of the hardest that you've ever done. But trust me, it makes a difference. You're going to start becoming in love with the person that you are, and you should. And I had to learn to do that. You're going to have to learn to do that. If you want to stick with any exercise regimen, with any diet program, whatever it is, you've got to start learning to love yourself. So anyway, this is Coach Doug, and I hope that this helps you like it helped me. Thanks.